Today we're going to be going over some error prints that made it from the print line into your Pokemon packs that you should be looking out for and could actually have some significant value to your collection. So this is a more so niche area of Pokemon collecting. The values of these are super subjective, and just like everything else in this hobby, everything is based on what someone is willing to pay. There are some really cool cards that we're going to be showing examples of today with just crazy errors, or maybe something that you want to add to your collection for just some added value to your collection. Historically, since the beginning of Pokemon's print releases, there's consistently been human or factory errors done to cards that makes for some really cool pieces to have in your collection, or maybe you already have some in your collection. So some examples we're going to be sharing on screen today is going to be crimp marks on cards, alignment errors, miscentering errors, coloring errors, and hollow bleeds. And there are so many more examples of misprints, but we're going to be showing you some of the most commonly misprinted cards. So what a crimp mark looks like is when they were putting the pack together, sometimes the cards actually get crimped by the machine, and you'll see some divots either on the top or on the bottom of the card. That's just basically happens when they crimp the seal together on the actual wrapper of the pack. Sometimes it makes it onto the card, and I've seen plenty of cards that have had crimp errors that go for significant value, especially if it's like an alt art or an illustration rare or special illustration rare. That could add significant value to your card. The next example we're going to be going over is an alignment error. This one's pretty easy to spot. You can tell if you look on the back of the card, there will be a small dot, like a white dot, either on the top corner or the bottom corner. That pretty much means when they were cutting the cards, they missed that mark to make it centered. This is a human error, and it happens more often than you would think. There are some exaggerated examples of cards that I can't even believe that it made it out of the factory like this, to where the card is like practically cut in half. I've personally opened packs on our live stream. You could check out our TikTok and the link down below, but I have personally seen these examples of cards, and it happens more often than you would think. Another example would be a coloring error. For whatever reason, when it was being printed, maybe the printer was low on ink and it just has a lack of coloring. It's very faint. Like, let's say you're looking at a common Charmander from 151. This has happened plenty of times that I've seen on our live stream, where the color is like almost pink instead of it being that vibrant red that you see, since it's a fire type Pokemon. Another example, and the last example that we'll go over today, is going to be hollow bleed. And what that pretty much means is that the hollow foil effect is typically meant to only stay within the border of the Pokemon card. If you look at that hollow Charizard that we have right here, you can see that the hollow is within the border of the frame of the Charizard. Sometimes, every now and again, and I have seen this been done before, the hollow bleed will be the entire card will have a hollow foil effect on the card. So all of these examples that we just went over, these are the extremely rare instances of misprints or errors that typically carry higher value for, like I said, it's more so of a niche area of the collecting in this hobby, but the values are typically higher. Again, all of this is super subjective, and a card is only worth what someone is willing to pay. But for these instances, these most of the time are going to be more valuable than the standard card alone. Let me know in the comments down below if you own any misprint cards in your collection, and if you do, we would love for you to share them in our Discord community. You can check out the link down below in the description, and we would love to see what type of error cards you have in your collection. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys comment, share, and subscribe. I would love to hear about any video ideas that you would like to see upcoming in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you guys spread love and positivity.